Warning, this video contains a guy with little to no experience on both Sonic games and video game design in general. It also contains opinions, so if you can't handle any of that, you can leave. With that out of the way, let's start the video. So, E3 happened, and it was okay. Sony's was the run-of-the-mill showcase of games, and Nintendo was the same thing, but with the pointless intermissions in between. Except you, Reggie, you're never pointless. Both showed a number of games, with certain games stealing the show, with Sony's being Spider-Man.
It looks so good.
And Nintendo's being Mario Odyssey.
Which also looks so good.
And the much-anticipated Metroid Prime 4. Other than that, nothing much happened. I think Microsoft did one too, but I did pay close attention to all the Sonic footage and gameplay. I am a Sonic fan after all. So, after losing all the audio files of another video I was working on, I thought to myself, Sonic Forces and Mania look awesome. That could be a great idea to a video. And here we are. I'm going to share my thoughts on both Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces, so let's begin. Sonic Mania. Dang! There's no wonder why so many people are excited for this game. I mean, look at it! It gives me and other people with memories of the classic games just poop our pants just looking at it. It looks like a classic Sonic game, but with a modern twist. It looks so freaking beautiful. This is the true sequel to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and don't come at me saying Sonic 4 was the real sequel with all this 4 comes after 3. No! Sonic 4, more like Sonic Snore. This is how you make a sequel. You expand from the last game while still retaining qualities of the previous game to give it a new feeling while still making it feel familiar. That's how the old games did it, and that's what Mania is doing. And I'm also excited because I get to play as someone else other than Sonic. The last main Sonic game to do this was in Sonic 06, and we all know how that turned out.
I'm stuck! What is my life?
I get to glide and climb walls with my boy Knuckles and fly for a limited amount of time with my guy Tails. Awesome! I'm also glad that Christian Whitehead is a part in making this game. You might know him from the mobile ports of the classic games, with the most notable one being Sonic CD, where he improved the game drastically, turning a good game with flaws into a great game with minor flaws. Seeing fans making Sonic games is good to see, because you can tell from the gameplay that they put so much care and polish into this game. Because they're fans! They want to see Sonic succeed as much as you and I do. But for the other game, however, we don't have that same assurance, unlike Mania. Sonic Forces, the bigger game of the two, and the one all fans are worried about sucking, including me. Before, I was actually excited for the game because the fact that the boost formula was making a comeback was enough to get me hyped up for the game. They were going back to a format that was proven to be successful, and they had lots of experience with Sonic Generation almost having the formula down to perfection. Then they started showing more and more of the game, then I was like, oh! By looking at the footage of the game, the levels feel more confined and linear than before. If we compare this to the older games, just look at all that space! Sonic Forces, that's what I wrote on my script. Good job. Looks confined, and I didn't see much in various pathways in the levels the Sonic franchise is known for, where there are more than one ways in getting to the goal. I made a video on this showing you how this works, but that's one of my older videos, so watch with caution. But hey, even if the levels feel confined and linear, I can still have a fun time going in supersonic speeds, right? Well, that's another problem I have with the game, the wisps. In Sonic Colors, instead of the rings filling up your boost meter, it was the white wisps that filled it up. Sonic Forces is going back to that design mentality, and I don't see this as a good thing. It's as if Sega is telling us when we should go fast, like, oh okay, you should go fast in this area, go slow in this area, and fast again here. That's taking some freedom away from the player, and taking control of the player is already a huge problem in the Sonic series, and this really isn't helping. And pause. After rewatching the gameplay from Sonic Forces, you can also fill up the boost meter by killing enemies in the game, so making my statement wrong. Yeah, my fault, bye. Okay, fine. Just because the levels feel confined and some of the speed is taken away from the player, I can still have fun running around in the 3D plane, right? look at this funny guy right here, eh? If you think about it, Sega hasn't made a game where Sonic isn't forced to go on some adventure with some gimmick. It's as if Sega doesn't trust Sonic to entertain us long enough to justify paying $60 for the game. So they fixed this issue by adding some weird gimmick to pad out the game. They saw how good Generations did and they thought, hey, this game's successful. That's classic Sonic, right? No, it's not. It's not classic Sonic that gets me mad. It still gets me mad. It's the fact that modern Sonic still has 2D sections to the game. If classic is mainly 2D, then what's the point of adding 2D sections to modern? Actually, let's do the math. If classic Sonic and modern Sonic both have 50% of the game, and modern Sonic's gameplay contains half 2D and half 3D, then that leaves us with 75% of the game being 2D! I can't wait to play a 3D Sonic game! Classic Sonic being in the game doesn't even make sense because of Mania. If people want their nostalgia fix, they can just go get Mania! Speaking of Mania, if we add Sonic Mania to our little math thing, that leaves us with 87% of the Sonic games being released in 2017 being 2D! Hot dang! I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, the customizable character thing. Let's talk about that. I find it cool that Sega saw the Sonic OC community and made a game based on that. It shows that Sega listens to the fans and what the fans do. From the footage, I can say that the customization looks pretty good. There are plenty of options and the whole weapon system thing looks neat. I can finally make my original character, Dark Hog the Hedgehog. Do not steal, please. So yeah, those are my opinions on Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania. Keep in mind that these are just impressions. The game doesn't come out to the holidays, so the stuff I said may be addressed or not be a problem in the first place. But at the end of the day, I just want a good Sonic game. I just want to go fast. Wait, the video isn't done. It's FANART! My friend Blue Salamander, I don't know how you say it, actually made this one. Bam! Just look how good it is. It's just professional. So good. He's the guy that I promote on my end cards and is just a really cool dude overall. Cool enough to where he made a song named after me, or at least that's what it looks like. Freaking amazing, man! He also has a Twitter account where he does art commissions, so go over there, follow him, and pay him to make you draw stuff. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitter as well, because that's where you can send me your fan art, where they can be properly shown off on my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's a promise. So yeah, that's it. What are your thoughts on Sonic Forces and Mania? Personally, I'm excited about both games, even if my points on Sonic Forces do seem a bit negative. That doesn't change the fact I'm still hyped up for the game, however. And also shout out to BroTunes, who was supposed to be in this video, but I got tired and I didn't want to animate anymore. Also shout out to Blue Salamander, however you pronounce his name. Subscribe to them both, follow them on Twitter. They're both awesome, great people, just cool. And yeah, that's it. Like or dislike the video, tell me why you did so in the comments, as well as your opinions on the games. And don't forget to subscribe, and remember, stay in school. Why do I even say that?